Got a big bands like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, what it no, it's top
I got
notch.
that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Brando Javinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get funky with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't want to be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a...
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booger bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a lazy, my posse deep and I raiding. We act the fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bit. Bet I'ma bake it, big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. All the problems have gotten easy. Cut it out. Let them know all about me when I'm cash. Look at the cash bubbling. Look at the cash. Look cash. Look at the cash bubbling. Look at the cash. Bubble me in the middle. You better be all you can. Yeah. Super fly for the dumbos. Plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young. Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean. About the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma stand up. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, 11 folks. Matte black, liquor clean. There's presents in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a penny hoe.
Get over here and empty your pockets. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you to. Get over here. He's gonna get nasty.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. First carry for Trenton Cannon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Cannon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. And he was plus 5 seconds there with a football. Is there a time that a quarterback has to get rid of it?
Somewhere generally around 3 seconds. So just like we're playing in our turkey bowl, right, in our backyards. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. That ball better be gone because anything past that, that's usually the end result.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
Darnold from the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now back to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Cody Ely. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Check, Patriot! Patriot! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They're going to look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Darren Lee in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So coming up, they'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10.
Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll run with Cannon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Darnold going up top. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now it's Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Hall. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
On the carry, it's Cannon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Darnold now on second down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run. This is Cannon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney!
Faking the give, Darnold. Looking deep downfield. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson. And it's up and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Detroit! Leopard!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Jets on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Doris Fountain, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Well, they've got to be saying, boy, thanks for this field position.
Yeah, remember their last drive in which they scored a touchdown. That one also began in excellent field position. So let's see if they can capitalize a second time.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st down, Darnold. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Cannon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And out come the Dolphins now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what he think that factored in. I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Gun! Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll set up a throw. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
All right, now look at 56.
They'll drop the throw. Wilson snags it left side. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
All right, now look at 56.
2 big plays in succession, and the Dolphins on the move. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Geno Atkins. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Set. P19.
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
To throw on second down is Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Watch it now, Barney!
And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Jakeem Grant now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. Well, they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! Detroit!
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
But
is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alert! 3 down! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
After the interception, here's Darnold. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Run!
2nd down and 10. Darnold. Flushed out right. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll go down at the 28. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short. 3rd and 1. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs for a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Santos able to put this one up.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
The return man is Grant. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
No, check, Patriots, Patriots! Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Parker. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And that's incomplete. Parker the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19!
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. They're able to locate Wilson. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Toss play to Balaj. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Again, it's Balaj. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Stills right side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there. And receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
Detroit! Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Now back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Flushed out right. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. New York set to take the field. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Geno Atkins, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. And Wilson has it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. They'll set up to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Darren Lee in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Gone!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The Dolphins on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Drops it underneath to Thomas. And he's got room. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Avery Williamson not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
New York set to take the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go again with Cannon. Room here to run. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Santos now to add the PAT. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they will take a knee here. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Jets, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Miami, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for our entire crew, alongside...
I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knee.